Now, our interest in Moises Caicedo in the summer was very interesting, wasn't it, guys? It sparked a lot of discussion, a lot of conspiracy theories. What was John Henry doing going backwards and forwards? Was the interest ever genuine? Was it to make it look like we were an ambitious club, etc., etc., etc.? It was a very strange time, I'm sure you'd agree. And I think many of us are kind of, chuffed that it didn't happen with the way that things have happened with his career so far at Chelsea, including the Liverpool manager, of course. But he's been speaking about it. He's been speaking about why he went to Chelsea, if you like. We're going to touch on that. Now, he went for a British transfer record fee of £115 million. And we, of course, ended up with Wataru Endo. Sucky, sucky, long time, long time, long time. If you haven't seen that video, it doesn't matter. It was funny at the time. You had to be there. And we obviously got him for £100 million less the Caicedo. Now, he'd been linked to Chelsea for a long time before we stepped in. And speaking ahead of this Saturday's home game with Sheffield United, he revealed the length of negotiations he had held with the Blues was a deciding factor in where he ended up after leaving Brighton. He said, I was talking with Chelsea for a long time. It was impossible to say not to Chelsea because they were with me, supporting me. In the summer, I suffered a lot. Oh, bless him. These footballers make you laugh. Oh, I suffered a lot. Because it was complicated to leave Brighton. Yeah, I bet that was really, really complicated. They were with me, and in the last moment, Liverpool called me, but it was too late because I wanted to play for Chelsea. It was tough to say no to Chelsea. Now, whether it's that price tag, that transfer fee is the reason or, a contributing factor to why he's not doing the business now. He said, not for the fee. Basically the question was, do you feel shackled by the price? And he said, not for the fee, because at Chelsea you always have to win, always, every game. If you don't win, you feel the pressure, because the fans always want to see the team winning. Sometimes it's difficult to win because the other teams are tough as well. We know we are Chelsea, but we are a new team with young players. Personally, I've only been here 4 months. Everything is new for me. I think it's about time. It's going to take time. He sounds a bit like a bit of a plant pot, really, doesn't he? Do you not think? Am I being mean with that? I don't know. He was seen as one of the Premier League's brightest defensive midfielders, of course, when he was at Brighton. But he's yet to produce that form at Chelsea, who have won only 5 of 16 Premier League games since his arrival. And they sit 12th in the table, 14 points off a top 4 spot, guys. He continued, in my career, I've achieved a lot. For example, playing for the national team. Then Brighton bought me and I played a good season at Brighton. I did really well. Other people spent on me because last season I was an incredible player and other people were speaking well about me. I know that this moment, it will arrive, because in football there will be good and bad times. Right now, this is a bad time for me and my family is suffering a lot. Because they read and listen to the things people say about me that are not good. It's hard. It's hard for me. I try to be strong because football is like this. I am prepared for this. I try to help them in every single way because they're with me in good moments and bad moments. After God, my family is the most important thing. After God, my family is the most important thing. He's definitely a fruitcake, isn't he? I ain't putting anyone before my family. I'm not in that. No offence, like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, God's a big deal, you know what I'm saying? I'm not taking the mickey out of God or religious people by any ways, but I mean, God's fairly important if you believe he exists, she, it, whatever. My family's the most important thing to me. Sorry, God, it is. Sorry, I just went off a little bit there. They are proud, but at the moment they are suffering because of how people speak about me. Not in a good way. It's normal. I tell them to be relaxed and not read the bad things because it's not good for them. Well, that's fair enough. I get it. I get that. But I'm sorry. But anyone that has a YouTube channel or an opinion anywhere on social media, the bigger you are, the more hassle you get. And the more hate and stuff like that you get. So, us peasants, we get hated on regardless. If you want to pay me 200 grand a week, 300 grand a week, say what the fuck you want about me. My family wouldn't. They wouldn't be bothered. On the bond he shares with Chelsea head coach Mauricio Pochettino, he said, "We have a good relationship. He protects me from the criticism. He's been really kind and patient with me. He knows who I am, and that is why he's relaxing me. I'm only here 4 months. I've only been here 4 months, that means. I didn't do a good pre-season because it was tough for me. I'm sure I'm going to really show my quality to show who I am." I don't know about you, but he sounds very negative in this. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of like, "Oh, it's been tough. It's a struggle." I don't mind a player saying that, "Oh, I found it a bit difficult. You know, I need a bit of time and that." But this sounds like someone that doesn't believe in themselves. In my opinion, and I'm not knocking at the lad. I know a lot of you like will be laughing and like, we missed that. Do you know what I mean? I ain't got a problem with him if he wants to go and play for another club. I genuinely haven't, right? But this is a straight. You know when you do get those players that do move and then they don't develop or don't do the business or whatever and don't live up to the standards that are expected of them, especially if there's a big fee. I'm not going to mention any Liverpool players or anything, but it just seems very different. What he's saying, he's not filling me with much confidence that he's going to change, is what I'm saying. That's what I mean. He's talking about his idols in the game, and that's all right. So there's nothing else really to say there. So I just wonder did you even care now? I mean, to be honest with you, the only reason I've made the video is because it mentions Liverpool moving too late for him. And the first time that I read this article was with you just now. Looking at that, maybe it's not worth a video. I don't know. But I saw the headline and I thought, oh, there's something for us to talk about, But he said it was impossible to turn down Chelsea. I think you guys... probably glad we didn't sign him. I'm not one of those people that when we miss out on a player and they go somewhere and they don't well, I don't go, oh, we dodged that. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes it just doesn't work out for a player. It might be the way that the formation that they're playing, adapting, different managers, systems, whatever. You got to look at like Fernando Torres. At Chelsea, the way their fans, he's shit. Liverpool, he was amazing. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it just doesn't work. But I'd rather spend half of that amount of money on someone and it not work than 115 million. I guess there's an expectation for it to work. No idea what will happen with him in the future, really. But it was just, I don't know, it just made me think about the summer. I think we were talking about this on one of the streams recently on here earlier in the week. In fact, I'll do a live stream today, guys, if you want to come along. We'll probably do that at 4 or 5 o'clock UK time today if you're around. But yeah, it just made me think about the summer, and it was a lot of conspiracy theories, and I think Miserable Martin had said, if you're not a regular around these parts, don't worry about it. His username is Copman. Have a look for him in the comments. He'll have an opinion about Endo, that is for sure. His favourite player. But I think he was saying on the stream the other night, where's the 115 million gone? So very, very strange situation what happened there. Okay, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please thumbs up the video. I am led to believe it helps. A lot of you just heard me say that and you won't do it. Stop being so bone fucking idle. And leave me a comment if you've got an opinion about all that, to be honest with you. And I am plugging the Twitter account and Facebook accounts for this YouTube channel as well, okay? So if you've got Twitter, X as it's known now, at Cop Talk TV on there, and also on Facebook, it's just facebook.com/Cop Talk TV. And of course, you can read the video description to learn how to support the channel. And if you're feeling in a really good mood, you can hit that love heart icon or whatever it is under this video. So I think this will be my last video for today, and I will be live on here later. If you are subscribed to this channel, please go to the main channel page, and there's a bell that says all notifications or whatever. Make sure that's ticked, because you won't get a notification. If not, sometimes it doesn't even send a notification out when I go live anyway, which is why I am pushing those 2 social media channels, because the last couple of streams, the notification didn't, well, one of them didn't go out and there was no one there. And then people are disappointed later, go, oh, I missed you, Dunk, So don't rely on YouTube. Do tick that bell, but I would follow those social media platforms as well. We will be doing Saturday night streaming this weekend, Saturday at 7:30 UK time. And there's a very strong possibility that we'll be doing Friday night frolics tomorrow as well. But just don't let me stay up too late tomorrow, otherwise we won't do Saturday, all right? All right, guys. I'm looking forward to the game today. I'm sure you are too. So yeah, I will go live actually a little bit earlier than 5 today because of the game. I'm not sure what time it kicks off in the UK, but anyway, obviously because I'm on Madrid time. Okay, guys, I'll speak to you in a bit.